What's going on, everybody? It's Glenn for the latest news, and if you're new here, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We gonna get into SummerSlam 2024. Oh man, what a show it was! Oh man, Dirty Dom. We all knew that was coming somewhere down the line. He turned on his mommy, Rhea Ripley, man. With a great match by them women, though. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan also had a great match in the midst of all that, but man. The bloodline is pretty much done. I mean, sorry, not blood. The Judgment Day is pretty much done. We also seen some titles change hands. LA Knight is the new United States champion. Braun Breaker, is the new Intercontinental champion. It's a bright future for that man. Damn, and then Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Finn Balor turned on Damian Priest and cost him his match against Gunther. So Gunther is the world champion. Man, so much things took place here at SummerSlam. It was a great pay-per-view. I mean, really didn't have much complaints. Also, I hope Jade Cargill is okay. Smackdown, she hurt herself pretty bad. We're going to follow up on that more we figure things out. But man, SummerSlam was just a lot of things was expected, but they played it out real well for us. It was just amazing to see. Mommy Rhea Ripley was hurt, man. Dirty Dom got it cut out for him come Monday, man. I don't know how Mommy gonna get her revenge, but she's definitely about to go on her own little revenge tour against Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom. As far as Finn Balor and Damian Priest, yeah, Damian Priest is definitely going to aiming out to get Finn Balor his revenge on him, man. This is just crazy, man. No more Judgment Day or possibly a new Judgment Day come Monday is just crazy to think about. But man, SummerSlam was a great show, man. LA Knight came out on top, Logan Paul. Great match between those guys, the main event, yeah, the main event, man. We all seen the main event. We're gonna get more into that. But the show itself was great, man. Nia Jax and Bayley had an okay match, Nia Jax came out on top as the women's champion. No cash in by Tiffany Stratton, which we all kind of expected because she got that little peak briefcase that WWE's about to milk off of, which I'm not mad at. Make your money. But yeah, okay match by those two women. But man, Rhea Ripley, she gonna be out for blood. Come on, the same thing with Damian Priest. He definitely, they definitely is at the all of them in the Judgment Day. But it's safe to say that Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley is out of Judgment Day. That's without a question. Is right there in our face. Also, CM Punk hurt his average in the match between him and Drew McIntyre. Man, but Seth freaking Rollins, he did okay as a referee. He wasn't the best dressed neither. I mean, but he got his own style, so I respect Seth Rollins for that. But pretty much CM Punk cost himself that match. Getting distracted by the little 5 cent bracelet that got AJ and his dog name on it or whatever the case may be. But yeah, he thought Seth Rollins was trolling him about putting it on his wrist, and he pretty much got upset by that, and that's what caused CM Punk the match with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre took advantage of that, and then ended up taking the bracelet right back, man. So he hurt his average, lost the match, and still lost the bracelet. And then like I said, main event. Solo Sikoa and Cody Rhodes had a great, okay match in the beginning. Lasted about 16-7 minutes up until we got, bloodline rules between, the guys. When the bloodline came out, intervened. You had Tonga and Tamaloa come out. And then Randy Orton and KO came out, intervened, ran those guys off. Then the last one to be seen was Jacob Fatu. He came out wilding on Cody Rhodes. And it was the spot, where he jumped off the ropes onto the announce table on Cody. And he he tweaked his ankle. Now I didn't really see that at first. I thought it was like a playoff for him to just not be in the spot with Roman at the moment, if that makes sense. But as I look back at it, it did look like Jacob Fatu like landed, instead of landing like all the way on Cody and on the table, he landed like halfway, and it did look like his legs or ankle, whatever he tweaked, it did look like he landed halfway on his ankle from off the announce table. So it do look like a legitimate injury. But I don't know how. I'm still trying to get more resources on that. And so far from what I've been seeing, it is a legitimate injury. But I don't know, man. It was just the timing was just too crazy for me. But I don't know if they just trying to save a moment between Jacob Fatu and Tribal Chief Roman Reigns that made his way back and went crazy. You know what I mean? He went crazy, but it was no doubt that who he was going after. He came out there with a new shirt, OT, no C, original Tribal Chief. We all know who the real Tribal Chief is, man. Roman Reigns. He went nuts, man. He went crazy. But I just want to say shout out to Gunther. Shout out to Gunther for winning the WWE Championship. We're not gonna take the credit away from him, even though we kind of expected him to win, anyways. But we not gonna just take it away from Gunther. Gunther has worked his ass off as well to get to this point, and we all know he ain't losing that title for a while. I don't see nobody taking that from him. He's definitely going into 2025 with that belt, without a question. I don't see nobody taking that belt from him anytime soon. Same thing with Cody. He's going into 2024 with the belt as well. I don't see nobody on the roster taking it from him, no time soon, because he came out on top thanks to the help of the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Yeah, Roman Reigns went crazy, man. But the thing is, like I said, Roman can't do this thing alone. I mean, yeah, Roman is Roman. He's gonna do what he do, but against this new bloodline, he can't do it alone. He gonna have to get the old bloodline back together. Everybody just wondering how he's gonna be able to do it or pull it off. I'm wondering the same thing. It's definitely a good build up for the story. It give us time to wait it out, because we also thought we was gonna see Jimmy, who's also been cleared to compete or whatever. But we didn't see Jimmy tonight. I mean last night. We didn't see Jimmy. So maybe Smackdown will see Jimmy or something like that. Because I know Roman is definitely gonna appear. I don't know if this is gonna be in the beginning or towards the end of the night. He's definitely gonna speak his piece about this him and Solo thing and this new bloodline. He's definitely gonna have a whole lot to say come Friday night SmackDown. So everybody's definitely gonna be tuned in, like myself, to hear what the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns gonna have to say. But Solo he's upset. He's upset. He's coming for blood himself. For Roman Reigns costing him the WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes. So. Even Jacob Fatu, I don't know if he's gonna be on SmackDown due to this injury, but we're gonna just have to wait and see and how they play this out, because if not, then they just left with Tamatonga and Tamaloa, and maybe they'll bring in Zula Fatu or the Tala Tola, the brother of Tama and Tala. Maybe they'll bring him in, because both those guys has been known to sign with the company, but they just haven't made their appearance yet. So maybe they'll go along with that. But like I said, Roman, he needs some allies too. He's not gonna be able to do it alone against this new bloodline. This new bloodline is dangerous, man. Even though Solo took the loss, Jacob went down with the injury, they still just as dangerous. There's no taking away from it, but. I believe Roman, the Tribal Chief, is gonna pull some strings and definitely make something happen along of getting the old bloodline back together. Now I know the twins for sure is definitely going to be top runner-ups back in the bloodline, but I'm just wondering if they're gonna bring the honorary Oos Sami Zayn, in the back in the fold, with the old bloodline because he was a part of the original bloodline and he still is the honorary Oos. So, or would they just go with just like family members only? That's the real question. In my opinion, I feel like they should bring the honorary Uso back into the fold because the original Bloodline was a class act. Everybody tuned in to see the original Bloodline week in and week out. The ratings on Smackdown was just over the roots. And even at pay per view events, it was just over the roots with the original Bloodline. Everybody tuned in to see Bloodline segments and stuff like that. Paul Heyman running the Bloodline. Paul Heyman is definitely probably gonna make his way back to as well. I don't know if it's gonna be this week on SmackDown, but I mean, there haven't been much words about Paul Heyman or about his return. Maybe they trying to keep that on the hush. They don't want that to get out on when he's gonna return. But Paul Heyman, the wise man, definitely gonna return at some point. But yeah, overall, SummerSlam was a great show. In my opinion, I rated it 10. Like I didn't really had no complaints with the pay per view. It was just, I mean, the Bailey and Nia could have been a little better, but it was still okay match. And they're gonna take away from the women's and try it. And shout out to Nia Jackson winning the women's championship. Shout out to Bailey for holding it down for as long as she could. That's just a build up between Tiffany Strand and that briefcase because somewhere down the line she gonna end up cashing it in. Now, would it be against Nia Jax? That's the question that everybody gonna want to know. Which it look like it's setting up to be, because she's supposed to be the queen and Tiffany Strand supposed to be the princess or whatever they going with. So we just gotta wait to see as far as that. As far as LA Knight winning the US belt, shout out to LA Knight. He definitely deserved that. As far as who gonna be his next challenger, for me, from where everybody see, it's a toss up between Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. You know what I mean? So cause I don't really see anybody else for the potential shot for that belt with LA Knight. LA Knight gonna help that. He's gonna have that belt for a little minute too as well. Probably leading up into 2025. I don't see nobody. LA Knight he's real hot right now. I don't see nobody taking that belt from him anytime soon as well. Now unless it's a big name or somebody that's a big hill like a Braun Breaker type of guy to come in and try to take it from him, but I don't see it happening for him right now. So shout out to LA Knight. But SummerSlam was a great pay per view. I didn't have no complaints. I was entertained all the way through. I liked the results. Tribal Chief Roman Reigns is back. Man, the pop he got was just off the roof, like everybody expected it to be, like off the roots, man, off the roof, man. Tribal Chief, man, went in there going crazy, man, as we expected him to. He's in great shape, you know. He looked determined and he just looked out. He went out there standing on business, man. That spear he gave Solo was intense, man. He gave him that spear from his soul, man. But as far as Jacob Fatu, if he really is hurt, from that spot, I hope he has a speedy recovery. If he's really hurt, But like I said, I looked at it again, and it did look like he halfway landed off the table. So it did look like a legitimate injury. So we just got to wait to see as the reports come out. As far as this Judgment Day thing, man, Judgment Day is gonna look totally different come Monday, man. It's just crazy from where the Judgment Day had come to and then had come to this, with the Judgment Day, So it's just like really crazy, man. But Monday Night Raw is going to be crazy. We still got a match with the White Six. They're going to be facing the Creeds and Chad Gable. I can't wait for that. Even though I feel like they should have been on the SummerSlam card, but hey, I'm not I'm not mad at the results of SummerSlam. The results of SummerSlam still turned out great for me. Like I said, I rate the show a 10. I have no real complaints of SummerSlam. As far as Cody with Pharaoh, I know that was his last tour with Cody. Pharaoh's getting old, so I thought he was like sick or something, or he's just an old dog, so he can't really move the way he wanted to move. So that's the reason why Cody had his Pharaoh with him that night. So yeah, but yeah, SummerSlam was a great show, man. I was really entertained. I'm not gonna lie. I went to bed happy, man, watching SummerSlam, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It was a great pay-per-view. Like I said, I rated it a 10. I know some of you may rate it a little differently, and hey, it's everybody is entitled to their own opinion on what they rate things and stuff like that. So, like I said, shout out to Gunther winning that championship. Man, mommy, and man, I know she gonna kick Dom ass when she see him or when she run into him. So it's definitely going to be some more bad blood with those two women. Also with Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. That's definitely going to continue how they play that one out. I don't know, will they have just triple threat match? Them guys just hatch it out, or would they just have a one-on-one match to see who face CM Punk between Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins? But like I said, we already seen a Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre match plenty of times, so I don't know. I don't know if I will go with that, but to get their hands on CM Punk, I mean that would be a good way for them to have another match of Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. But if they go with a triple threat match, that won't be bad either. Have all them guys just beat the hell out of each other for about 30 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that. Then where you go from there, I don't know. I don't know. But they may or may not go with that. They may just have one-on-one matches to see who face who. I don't know what they do with that. But overall, I can't wait for Monday Night Raw. I can't wait for Friday Night Smackdown this week because I ain't gonna lie, the weeks leading up until SummerSlam of shows, Raw and Smackdown was trash. I didn't really give a review on Smackdown because there wasn't really much to cover there. But SummerSlam, man, SummerSlam delivered, man. SummerSlam really delivered, man. It really got me waiting and anticipating to watch Monday Night Raw and Friday Night Smackdown this week. I know it has to be crazy, man, because we had a crazy SummerSlam. Now, how would they go from weeks in and weeks out after that? I don't know. I don't want it to get bland and boring again, but I doubt it because we got the tribal chief Roman Reigns is back, and it's gonna be great to see how he bring the old bloodline back together because it's set up for design. It's definitely gonna happen. Like I said, Roman can't do this alone. I mean, no matter how strong and fake Roman is, he can't do this alone. He definitely gonna have to assemble the old Avengers, if you want to call it that, with the original bloodline, and they could possibly get some original bloodline merch too going, which they probably would end up doing once they form the original bloodline back together, because this is setting up for the war games between old bloodline versus new bloodline. So it just set up for design. I like the story built up so far. I got front Cody like he seen a ghost when he seen Roman, though. He did. But he was just, I guess that was just him in the shop. I mean, he was just in the shop or whatever. I just can't wait to see how Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley bounce back from this whole Judgment Day tournament thing. And what does Lee Carlito and JD McDonough with Judgment Day? Who they gonna side with, man? I don't know. I see them signing with Finn and Liv Morgan look like she gonna be the new female mommy in the Judgment Day. But yeah, you guys let me know what y'all thought about SummerSlam, man. I rated it 10. Let me know what y'all rated. I love SummerSlam. It was a great show. No complaints here. But yeah, you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will be back here definitely Monday Night Raw for review, probably between the night of or Tuesday. And you guys let me know what y'all rate SummerSlam. For those of you guys haven't seen it, make sure you go check the recap out. They got it on YouTube right now. All right, you guys have a blessed day and stay out the ring and stay safe.